character. Now I wrote this sequence.
Remember what you said? Tell me about the pantomime horse scene.
Yeah. Because
down
I
that
just
road.
had this image.
Man away.
Pantomime horse shagging itself. I don't know why. It made me laugh. As you'll see.
Man away.
See, I just thought that was
a
funny image.
You told me to, we've been to London, watch the bit where it was at the patio scene.
Was a horse shagging itself. I can't remember his reaction.
I'm not getting DVD out, just fuck patio scene.
And even the horse gives a little look.
Come back for that one.
And then
That changed really.
Payoff. Then I wrote this.
That would put me away to caught director's arms.
Trying to give the horse.
The pantomime horse scene, that's it.
Which is quite funny.
Yeah, I remember that bit. Yeah, you drove down there, weren't you?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But by then they were letting me stick stuff in, if you'll excuse the expression.
Not to tease it. Three roasted bacon and 2 sausages.
What I can't understand is why Black Beauty had to come home dressed up as an horse.
Look, if you dress up as a gorilla, don't see why I should dress up as a horse.
Not the sort of thing Dustin Hoffman ever had to do, of course. My career has been much more interesting. Anyways, back to the film. Eating on film. Eating in films is a no-no.
What is it?
Because of the...
By that bloke, Augustus Brown.
Give me that.
Oh, there we go. I'm trying to follow the plot now. Because of the continuity.
Yeah.
And all the different size shots and all the different setups. You have to have the right bit of bacon on the end of the fork, otherwise you're knackered. So you notice anything you see me do, I'll very rarely eat, or I'll have just eaten. Now look at Doris, she's put a bit of something in her mouth there. There it is, down, so they've had to time that. And now she wasn't doing it anymore, so that was a mistake, because then she started eating it afterwards. See, all these little things, and now where's the food gone? She's got a cup of tea in her hand. Keep away from food, cups of tea and bits and pieces, it's all wrong. Now all her food's gone.
Oh, continuity, isn't it?
And Bill seems to be starting his meal again.
Fucking hell.
As does Doris, she just finished. You see what I mean? It's nonsense. Bill's plate, look there, is getting fuller. And he's handing the too fat, lovely. Relax. I was just taking a swig of coffee when that happened. It's quite funny, I've forgotten that.
Hello. Me again. Miss Brown's expecting me.
She's upstairs on the terrace having coffee.
Oh, that way.
Yes.
I find that sort of humour than knocking the
It's him. He's here again.
It's a lovely view, isn't it?
Super about the record, isn't it?
quite easy to do. Leslie Thomas described me in real life, the author Leslie Thomas, as incident prone, and I am.
Well, you can't afford not to give you a break after Daddy's review.
I fell off a toilet once when I was with Richard O'Sullivan, just before filming this actually. I was carried off to hospital having hit my head on a tap as I fell over off the toilet. Anyways, that's got nothing to do with this film, but it's nice to mention to Richard O'Sullivan.
I was in bed last night, and I've decided I'd like to become much more closely involved.
And
I'd like to get
she's
inside
still
him.
I know what you mean.
I was thinking I even might
looks
help
pretty
him.
good for her age.
Peter? Not my P-R-I-C.
No!
As was Sally Geeson.
You can see all these jokes coming, can't you?
To the course of business studies at university. What do you think?
I think you'll knock out.
Oh, there's Daddy.
I don't think we ever actually had a kiss in this one. Going back to the kissing that we discussed in on the first commentary.
Daddy, you remember Timmy, don't you?
And that's the other thing. There we go again.
Brilliant.
How do
kissing friends is very, very.
Just an act, really.
See, something like that takes hours. Having a panda come off a cup.
I think
So now, yeah.
Timmy Lee was
this
hard
is
done by
kebab.
really at the end. He is accident prone.
Oh, look at that. Taylor Hawkins, eat your heart out.
But in a way, he got bloater to become Kipper to get with the recording studio. In the fact, I know it's not, it's comic film. But if it were real life, they forget that they were nothing before Nugget and that came along.
If you're ready, Jill, we might as well. Where are you going?
But again,
Just popping
You're
up.
not popping up anywhere. You've got work to do.
How are you, darling? It's a case for a superstar. But I thought it was
Why it is. It'll give me a
it
chance.
had to end that way from
Of
the
course
driving
they were-
instructor.
pin handy. To Tyrell.
Please, sir, stalwart. Peter and Carol. Should I like to be called Carol then?
Shall I tell you? The best thing you can do is to. No, that would be too clear.
Brilliant.
Take the record round to Maxie North. You know him. He's always on telly. In the business, he is known as Mr. Fix-It.
He's in with all the DJ. You give him a piece of the action. Get your record play, you know what I mean?
Is this Peter Jones? I absolutely loved Peter Jones.
With this ring,
Yes,
I
I
wed.
absolutely loved Peter Jones as a young boy. And once again, here we are getting to work with someone that's an absolute icon in my mind. Look,
Charlotte to introduce themselves. Get the boys a drink.
That's a lot of actors do carry
I
on
never thought
while
this
resting
would
in
work.
between
This
jobs.
the sort of
You think there's a corridor?
snorkel underwater stuff. The scene in Holiday Camp, actually, in the water tank in the holiday camp, was that worked?
Say it.
Dare I say it? Might have been a bit gratuitous.
Bloody hell, Bob.
You know me, I never have a bad word for anyone in the business.
I made it one of my rules.
Well, I bumped into Maury the other day. Thieving little bastard.
See, I better go quiet when I know there's a classic. As I say, I'm not a huge fan, but you get of this scene. But Peter Jones coming in with lines like that is just so. That nails showbiz.
Station there.
Well, yeah, Clapham Junction. Why, do you want to go somewhere?
Yes. Why don't you come along for the ride?
Oh, no, there's something I'm going to show you Mr. Fix-Nots.
Well, why don't you show me something first?
Well, have you got a record player there?
Oh, yes, we have everything here.
Oh,
Come with me.
Funny enough, watching this now, which I've not watched, as I say, for 25 years, it's sort of a little bit reminiscent.
End of the
Although this
90s.
is allegedly comedic, it's somewhat reminiscent of Cool It Carol, the naive. Although, of course, it's 75, but that's 69, 70.
water is there.
Already I was advancing
Where did you say you came?
in age. I still seem to get away with the character lured into sort of.
Bashes his organ with his head.
There's a sequence in Cool It Carol where he gets lured into making a pornographic film. Obviously, it's not comedic, it's quite sleazy. But this slightly reminds me of that. But as I say, I personally find this, I'm sure people will find this quite amusing or sexy or whatever, but I don't really, it doesn't work for me, this.
Right. Which way to the pool?
You know, I want to see Peter Jones. Not naked, of course. It sort of nearly works.
Make a lovely couple, don't they?
It's a mirror, isn't it?
Oh, you're on. Or rather, I am. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yes. Right. Oh.
Anyways, I'm being super critical. I just think it could have been a faster scene. And I remember this hours and days of this. To which you'll be saying, "Oh, Robin, and what are you mooning about rolling around naked with a lovely girl, with one of your heroes, Peter Jones, watching? What is your problem?" My problem would be, as I said earlier, I wanted to be a Shakespearean actor. And here I am, playing with someone's bottom.
It
Now,
wasn't
that
too
was like
cute.
I'd rehearsed that, but it wasn't, you see.
I've just remembered something. What? Record.
Yeah, exactly. Back to the plot. Come on, let's get back to the plot.
Back in a minute.
Yeah, I think we could have, I've been super critical. Could have got back to that quicker. Now,
A
now
bit like R.H. Corbin,
I
eh?
hope you notice how slim I am, and there's
He's stopped being a
near
serious
six-pack
actor. They got
there.
Robson do that
Have a look. There's some
pilot
bloke in there
episode
making a fool
for
of himself in the frogs.
Comedy Playhouse and end up playing Rag and Bone and being pigeonholed.
Get back in there. You get back in.
But we live in a time now. We're living in a time. Living in a time now where there were no gyms, there was no keep as I said, most people were drinking all day, smoking.
Real cream, you know.
Real cream, you know. That was an ad lib. Real cream.
What?
But there were no gyms. There was no way of keeping fit. Nobody ran. Nobody did. I don't know about anything. But somehow, and this is what I talked about having polio in the as a child in the first commentary. I think how I got away with it was the best thing I found for my legs, which prone towards being a bit weak at times, was swimming. So I would hunt out swimming pools, and which is why my hair looks a bit tricky in this. Not too much chlorine. They do a lot of swimming up and down. And I noticed watching recently Horror Hospital. Same thing. I'm running through woods with, and I think, God, blimey, I got a six-pack. And there was no such thing as a gym. In fact, first gym I ever went to was one, I think it was called the West Kensington or the West London, and it was run by Dave Prowse, who I met at the end of this film.
But we'll talk a little bit more about Dave when we get to the end of the film, won't we?
Yes, Dave.
Oh, good. I look forward to that. I'll tell you how I got involved with Star Wars.
Not now, Dave, please. We're doing pop performer.
Yeah, right. Coming to the end. Man crossing street.
Yes, and you're very good, but let's just watch the film for the moment. Good old Doris. Another half day off for
Found
me.
this.
Bournemouth High Street. Once in
Is
Bournemouth
it?
High Street, I had to, in a scene that was cut, I think it was from driving instructor, where I ended up with no clothes on for some reason, and I'm in a doorway, and on a long
Well, that
camera,
could
so
be the
they left me.
Street.
And I had a bunch of clothes, so I was starkers, but holding this bunch of clothes in front of me, and I had to run down the high street to escape from some situation, passing Linda Bellingham's driving instructor shop. It's cut, actually. But so they're queuing me from miles away on a little walkie-talkie. So action, Robin. So I put
Oh, that
all
could
bits and pieces
be-
down, hold the clothes, and I run naked up the high street. And a police car pulls up and arrests me, throws me in the back of the car naked.
62 the parade.
Clothes, and I was arrested for indecent exposure. And of course, the case for the offence was
Oh,
Sally Harrison was.
oh my God.
case for the defence was I was making a film. Oh, a likely story, sir. Now, what made you know that? So in any case, I got off that, but I wanted to move away from that and move on to Sally Harrison, who is a friend to this day as well. And
It's not my cup of tea. I only like progressive music myself. You see,
she was rather nice. And we actually had a business together in the 80s, a voiceover business called Faceover, and we got people were well-known faces, and
you hold it.
What?
people like Eric Sykes, Gareth Hunt, Richard O'Sullivan, people like that, George Layton, and we were their agents. I backed out there because I was too busy,
nice, that was.
and she ran it, and then she became a full-time agent.